Hi, hello lovelies, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah and this is the place where I watch basically whatever I want. And yes, welcome back in Citizens. We're here to continue with our solo music video dive, our solo music video marathon series for NCT as a whole. So this is part 6, I believe. If I have the wrong day or the wrong thing, you can see in the thumbnail if I messed it up. But we're here today to get into 3 new music videos like last time. And here I'm hoping for the best, because if you guys didn't watch the last video, which you should, if you enjoy the series and if you enjoyed my content, but I talked about it there, is that I missed a couple music videos because of a playlist that I was watching that just didn't have the accurate information and stuff. So I kind of did a little oopsie, and now we're going to be caught up at this point. Now we've reached that, but it is a little bit unfortunate, so watch that if you haven't done so. But yeah, we're here with 3 new music videos. Now I believe this is the correct order, because they did have, I think everything is in the right order except for Chenle's music video just being like in the middle of it for some reason. So I believe other than that we are good to go in terms of like release. But we have 3 music videos, like I mentioned. We're going to be getting into Mark's 1999. I've heard a bit of this song because it had a viral moment with like the the ballet dance that people were doing to it. And then we're going to get into Chenle's Lucid, which I had no clue at all about that. And lastly, YUTA's Twisted Paradise. I really enjoyed Off the Mask, or was it Off the Mask? I think so. I really enjoyed that last week, and I thought it was fantastic. And I'm just really happy now that we've gotten this far in that we're finally getting some YUTA, because if you didn't know, he is one of my biases in NCT 1-7. So I am ready to check this out. I think it's going to be fun. So yeah, I haven't actually checked if there's subtitles on these music videos. I am a little bit unsure of Chenle's right now, so I'm going to have to possibly do a lyric video for that. We're going to see. I'm going to tell you as soon as I've checked. But I am just ready to dive in and see where we're going to go today, because I feel like every single time it's something new. We have like very varied in the last video, especially if you watch that, obviously. But anyway, I'm excited. So let's dive right in and see what we have in store for today. We're starting off with 1999. So let's go. Alright, lovely. So let's go into this. And we're starting off with Mark's 1999 music video. So yeah, like I said, I feel like this is the song that I know most about out of all of these, because it had a little bit of a viral moment. And I saw a lot of people dancing to it when it was released. Was it like middle last year? Or a little earlier, like March, April territory, I think. I remember. But yeah, I'm ready to see where we're going to go with this, though. I hope you guys are as well. I did also, by the way, check, and I do need a lyric video for Chenle's Lucid. So except for that, we're going to be watching these music videos twice. With Chenle's, we're going to watch the music video and then watch a lyric video afterwards. So yeah, I'm excited. Hope you guys feel the same. So let's dive right in and see what we have in the store. Let's go. I'm having some earphone issues, by the way, but it's not your problem, it's mine. Hi, Mark. Obviously, 1999 was his birth year, by the way. I know that. Whoa.
Listen to me.
Unidentified flying object. Hold on, let me see there. Suddenly appears in the sky on December 31st, 1999. Okay, interesting.
Listen.
Hey. 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 So he's an alien? Or a time traveler? Ooh. He's given like Men in Black. He's given like Secret Agent or something. I love the way that he's singing this, though. I think, obviously, like I said, I've heard that part. That, like, today I feel so new, feels like 99. Like, I've heard that specific part of this, and I think up until I heard, like, the the snippets on TikTok. I had no idea he could do that with his voice. And I think it sounds really good. Like the way that he's going a lot more airy with it. I think it sounds really nice with his voice. Also, I forgot to say this as well. It is so bright outside today. It's not even funny. Like I haven't seen this much sun in months now. So if you see that and it's annoying you, trust me, it's annoying me as well. My eyes. Anyway, continue. This is not loud enough. I need to turn it up anymore. That's better. Hey. Oh my god! Hey. Woo. I do remember the original choreography as well. Hey. Ooh. Hold on right there for that part as well. Key. Oh, it had a little skip moment. What's the daisy? Well, we're fine. Ooh. Uh-huh. Oh my god, hello there! Ooh. Was that also? Hold on. Okay, no. He's just advertising his album. Love that. Hey. He is for the future. Hey. Whoa! I'm sorry, what is happening right now? Crazy work. Oh my god, I just remembered I didn't pay anyway. Sorry, my mind is racing right now. Who are you? Wow. Yeah, so it's he like went back in time because obviously, like I said, he was born in 1999, and he went back in time and kind of like started spreading an agenda, and now we're like obviously we're getting close to the 2000s. We're entering a new millennia soon. It must be really interesting to be like born, because I was born in 2004 obviously, so I didn't have that, but it must be really interesting to be like still young but born at the like the turn of the century, because you're just like, I know something that I've been through something you fuckers don't know about, you know? Like, what is that string? Wild. Boy form. Woo.
Let me show you I was born to be. Let me show you I was born to be. What you mean? Let me show you I was born to be. I was always meant to be yours. Yeah.
Let's bring it back.
Oh! Hi, baby boy! Hey! Oh my god, adorbs. Perfect casting. Was that a bear eating a pie? Something. That bear is eating something. Sick. Hey! Woo! Happy 2000. And that's a wrap, baby. Whoa. We get to see this end of the music video too, of like the behind the scenes, quote unquote, but it's still filming, obviously. Into black. Hey. Ah, was it an Eras thing? So this is 1999 VJ Mark. I don't know what VJ stands for. Then we have Future Mark, the time traveler. And then we have Agent Mark from Taxi. So it's like almost we combined all the previous stuff, because I believe obviously Taxi and which other songs are there? 200? Was it 200? I keep forgetting if it's 100 or 200. That might be on the same album. Hold on, I'm gonna look up the first fruit real quick. Just don't mind me. But I believe that was all part of one release, right? And so, why do I not have Wi-Fi, girl? I'm literally in my house. I'm just gonna have to wait, I guess. But yeah, it's almost like we combined all of the stuff for this era into one, which I thought was pretty cool. Yeah, I do not have any. I don't have. My Spotify is weird for some reason. But we combined it all into one era and like one music video. And from my understanding, obviously, it's like he had a mission to, like, I don't know, aid or somehow like help in the turn of the century, should I say, because it was the last day of 2000, or it was the last day of 1999, with the day before it was about to turn over to 2000, which is like a wild thing. Again, if you were involved or if you were there for that, that must be like a crazy feeling. But you know, like, he was somehow like helping in that or aiding in that, and his mission was accomplished for sure. But yeah, this was really cool. Like, of course, I had heard bits of the song, I'd heard bits of the chorus before, and especially since it like kicked in immediately. But like that ending part that ended up somehow being like so like epic and so like classical music-y with like the strings and whatnot, that really surprised me, because I was thinking it was going to be like your more, not like standard rap song, because it didn't give that to me either before I got into this. But at the same time, I wasn't expecting it to bloom out that way, but it was really, really cool to hear and see. Just like all of that come to fruition, come out, and you're just like, bloom, grow like a fruit, because this is from the first fruit, right? But yeah, I think my headphones are going through it a little bit, but it's not too bad. It's just they're struggling a bit, but I think it's manageable. At least I'm crossing my fingers for that. But yeah, okay, Mark, I see you, even though this is the one that I know the most about. But I thought that was pretty cool. So let's dive right into it one more time with the captions and see what he's saying about it, because I don't know. I just know that he feels like 99, which I don't know what that means exactly. But let's dive right in. What you got in store for me, boy? I do love this look, though. It's very, like, model, fit, walk down the runway type of thing.
Well, listen to me.
Hey.
Listen.
Hold on. Was that a time travel moment? I'm sorry. Because I think that said 7th of April 2025, which might be the day, yeah. That might be the day that this actual music video was released. Turned into 99. Hey. 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 Brain slap. I don't know if I can really like testify and say that this gives me like late 90s vibes in terms of like how the song actually sounds, but I think what he wants to say is essentially that he wants to bring like, he wants to take a, he's taking a stab at this and he's hoping like that the industry like, I guess, appreciates it, or like essentially he's calling himself a leader, I would say. It is what I'm getting from this. Like, he's the leader of a movement or a trend, is what I'm getting from it anyway. With that brain slap, love that. Love that term.
Got a call from a maker, told me wake up, said okay. 오늘 저 태양절 뭐 보여, I feel reborn. Just think but not know, baby.
Hey. Hey.
Today I feel so new, feels like 99. Listen to me. 99, 99.
Another little train moment there. Hey. I love that he had a little moment though, or at least I'm assuming that's Jungkook because it looks so much like him, but maybe it's just like somebody else who looks so strikingly like him that I thought it was, but I feel like it is.
I'm so fine. Well, listen to me. Today I feel so new, feels like 99. Well, listen to me.
Hold on, I want to see all the spreads as well, because I think it's also supposed to be like a thing of, because 99 was the last year before, again, we had a new millennium come in. I feel like he's also kind of likening, because he feels like 99, so he feels like a change, or like yeah, like a movement, or like a phenomenon, so to say, because that was a whole phenomenon. Y2K, even though I wasn't there for that, like seeing it post when it happened, I'm just like, yeah, that was a moment in time to be alive and just to experience, I'm sure. The man claims he's from the man claims he's seen 2000. Is he from the future? A stranger from another time? Yeah, he's spreading the gospel. Hey. They had this, and then it's like, I'm listening. This part is fucking unreal. Listen, there's nothing I love more than like a music, like a break in your song, to have like a classical section, because that just tells me that you're an artist. If you're willing to go that route, and also it still works in the context of the song, it's so fucking cool. Hold on. And it sounds beautiful too. Like chills. I'm talking like chills down my spine.
Let me show you I was born to be. Let me show you I was born to be. What you mean?
Hey.
Let me show you I was born to be. I was always meant to be yours. Yeah.
Let's bring it back.
Avenue Road, Toronto, Ontario, Canada, 1999. Obviously, this isn't him because he was born in 1999, so like it wouldn't make any sense. He would currently be a baby, basically. But I'm assuming it's another kid. It looks a lot like him, though, honestly. Hey. market. Ooh. Time to get out, baby. Leave the mark. Ooh. That's it, baby. What a vibe. What's really a vibe, wasn't that? Huh? Do a little pause on you, I guess. Ah, well. Like I said, I've heard parts of the song before, so it wasn't totally new. But I was surprised by the level of, like, beauty that I found in this song. Because, obviously, I think his voice sounded amazing, especially the singing sections, even though he killed the rap parts too. But the singing sections were really, really nice. But I wasn't expecting it to go, again, that route of that little, like, violin break. Very, very stunning. Like, I love that shit, especially when you pull it off and it feels seamless and it doesn't feel like out of place. Very, very beautiful. And have a little like first a little hip hop break, then a little like violin classical music style break right after each other is wild. And then going straight back into the chorus, but with a little bit of a change. Like, that's really cool. Really cool, very impressive, and something that I don't think I could have pulled off even if I tried, you know? I mean, I'm not a musician, but still. Totally not something that I think would be in my ballpark anyway. Yeah. Wow. Music video was really cool too and really fun. And like I said, yeah, I think he went back in time to quote unquote leave a mark, which I love that. I love especially since that's what his name is, and his name is Mark. So be like, you know, he's leaving a mark on the world and on people, I guess. Very, very fun, for sure. Very fun. Not that I wasn't expecting that with, like, again, that whole trend. But very, very cool still. Very appreciated. So that was our first music video for today. That was 1999. And now we're going to move on to Chenle, which is very exciting. I think this is our first solo Chinese release. Unless I missed something. Because 10 usually goes for either... He has done English or Korean, I think, at this point. And potentially... Because we got Japanese, that's for sure. Because we had YUTA. Don't think we've had a Chinese release till this point, so that is very exciting, especially since I'm currently learning Chinese and have been for a little bit, so it's gonna be exciting. Anyway, let's go right into this. We're gonna watch this first one time, and then we're going to jump straight onto a lyric video because this has no subtitles on the video, and I'm assuming that it doesn't have any embedded subtitles either. So, but let's dive right in. If it does, I'll change my mind. It doesn't. Oof. Okay. God, those lips. Wow. Okay, this is about to be stunning. Oof. Oof. Okay, this is about to be emotional as heck. Whoa. Stunning voice and face. Oh, I love piano. Why are we stepping into the sky? Ooh. Whoa. fuck. Sorry, I just had to breathe for a little bit. I love piano. I love piano. It's my favorite instrument in the entire world. There's nothing that makes me feel the way that pianos make me feel. And having it basically just like, that's basically what the song is. Like, that's what it is in its entirety almost. We added a little bit now of like that little kind of maracas-y sound and something else that's carrying. But like, it's very bare in terms of like, this is what you have. Here is some beautiful sounds. Do what you want with that. Wow. Holy crap. Woo! He's gonna fall through again. We're just repeating. We're in limbo. Oh! Wow. Does he have glitter all over him? Wow. Come on, boy, you can do it. Woo! Okay, ad-libs. Woo! That wasn't the whole song. Come on, bro. No! No! That's so unfair. That's so unfair. What? Girl. Girl. Girl! Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. That is so cool. I just want to pause on that real quick because this is giving me, this music video for some reason is giving me one of my favorite painters. He's the one who does like the, if you guys know that apple over the face painting, I made a whole research paper about him. I think he is a really interesting person, and just like the art that he makes is really cool. Let me see here if I can find if I can see this. The Son of Man is the painting. It's by René Magritte. That's right. He made that painting, and then also the one that's like, this is not a pipe, from Belgium. Very, very interesting stuff, and especially this one that I think about all the time. That's like the people floating in the sky. But yeah, just to give you like a taste specifically of what I was thinking of, it's like this aesthetic that he has of like, he does a lot of different kind of sky-ish patterns, which I think are really pretty and really cool. Not to go into much to like art and whatnot, but I love that. I love scrolling on Substack and just seeing beautiful art, beautiful paintings and art. But that is kind of what this was giving me, with like this vibe. But I think honestly, my guess about what this music video is that it feels like it's about like moving on, because it seemed like he was trying to, again, I feel like this place that he's in, or at least was in, was a sort of limbo or that kind of thing, which if you don't know what a limbo is, it's kind of like in, I think it first comes up in Dante's Inferno, but I'm not entirely sure. I've read small parts of it. It's very difficult to read that as well. Can you guys tell I went to an art school? But it's kind of like a waiting place to get to heaven or hell. And it seems like he was trying to reach heaven, and he did in some way or form, but it was after kind of like he had this box of stuff that he had to pack up and like kind of like let go, and so it seems like he was letting go of the things that were still tying him there, and then he could move on. And I don't know what this moving on is supposed to be from. If it's a relationship, that seems possible, because you know, a lot of music is like love based or relationship based. You know, people like that. But it's like he had to kind of let things go in order to move on, and in this case, moving on was like getting over the relationship. Potentially. Again, I don't know for sure. That's why we're going to get into the lyrics as well. But that's a potential thought there. But he sounded absolutely beautiful. And the ad-libs in there, stunning. And like I said, I love piano. I love the shit. It's so pretty. And I just think it worked really, really well with his voice. But I feel like I could have guessed that, honestly. If I know this is a piano song, I could have guessed that, I think. Don't sue me. But that was really, really stunning. Absolutely fantastic job. So we're going to move on to the lyric video next. I don't need to mute it. I don't know why I thought so. But we have the lyric video with Chinese, English, and Pinyin. So that is exciting. So let's see what he's singing about. Because truly, I don't know. Even though I tried my best to like catch certain words and characters, it's still difficult. You know what I mean? Like I can, like the inflections are easier now, but it's still difficult. You know what I mean? So let's dive right in and have a nice time, hopefully. Crossing our fingers that I won't be sad. Let's go.
半颗心藏落了灰，可真爱却听不到。当半夜空气的粉碎，留下月亮的讯号。时间只剩白和黑，要我无处可逃。
Okay, I think we're getting
瞳孔里的颜色，究竟它为了我而燃烧。
little depressing.
我的面孔被抹掉，被囚困在孤岛，抓一束光做解药。
Oof.
我看不见答案，等世界停转，就让裂缝咬住沉默的孤单。
This is really fucking poetic. Wow.
给自己个答案，到世界对岸，脆弱也是种勇敢，拼凑心跳另一半。他说，却恨也会灿烂。
Whoa.
听诗人宣告的错对，让苦笑都太潦草。于是寻找自己的真伪，将希望抓牢。
I'm just like shook.
是我太过渺小。当梦还藏在我的眼中，会被我的光照耀。我看不见答案，等世界停转。
This is depressing as all heck. Jesus.
就让裂缝咬住沉默的孤单。
What?
给自己个答案，到世界对岸。脆弱也是种勇敢，拼凑心跳另一半。他说，这恨也会灿烂。在压抑昏暗中下坠，在夜里写的有痛泪，问清自己是谁，说自己是谁，终将挣脱后尾。曾经总会怕的天黑，如今懂得都会明媚。
Wow, 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 wow.
我看不见答案，当世界停转，就让裂缝照 彰显的明暗。Oh yeah， 给自己的答案，当时间对爱。
Right here, this part right here, these last 30 seconds with that little in the back. Crazy work. Crazy work. Yeah, not as much as of like love. This is more about like the self, I think, and like self acceptance and getting over your perceived imperfections in order to be happier, you know? Sorry, I'm just depressed. Jesus.
当时间对爱，哪怕还不够勇敢，还有心跳另一半。他说，相信都会灿烂。
Woo! Wow. Girl. So crazy. Oof. First of all, I just want to see real quick if I have the wrong idea about this. So let me just see. God, I can't type today. What is up with me? Lucid, express clearly, easy to understand. Or bright or luminous. I think it's supposed to be that way. Yeah. Birds lift the lights in the lucid flow of air. So something that's bright, it's clear, it's, how should I say? Yeah. But it also can mean freedom, clear or transparent. Interesting, because obviously I know the term lucid dream, and that obviously means a dream that you can control, but that's like often, like I don't really hear people use the term lucid often. I don't know why, it's just a word that's not really used that casually anymore. So love that, love to learn some words, but yeah, overall I just enjoyed this a lot because it was so pretty, and like it felt bigger than me, but I think this feels more of like a self-acceptance and self-journey rather than something that involves another person, you know, like kind of the dialogue he has with himself in the song, and like kind of going through a journey of seeing, like, first being very self-conscious and like constantly thinking about those flaws, but now coming to a point of like, especially I love that the repeated phrase or the words that we had there where it's like piecing my heartbeats together or something, like something about like lacking bravery and strength because like, yeah, something about half a heartbeat beating, and I feel like I'm not smart enough to tackle that, honestly, but it still was very poignant, and I enjoyed it. This was very beautifully written, definitely, for sure. Beautifully written, and Chinese is a beautiful language, so it sounded stunning. God, I can't speak. Yeah, really cool though. Wow. Good job on that. I am very stunned. I thought it sounded really gorgeous. So that was Lucid. We have one more music video to go from another one of the men. And yeah, I didn't realize as well that we would be getting like Korean, English, Chinese, and Japanese in one. I'm assuming because, yeah. But we're going to dive into YUTA's Twisted Paradise. Like I said, Off the Mask, or Mask Off. It's not Mask Off, that's Future. But that song I really fucking adored because he truly went for his full rock metal fantasy. So I am excited to see where we go for here. If he's just becoming a rock star. I would love that. I would love that, and it would make sense for him. But let's go ahead and get into our last music video for today with YUTA, Twisted Paradise. Let's go. Alright, ready your butts, people. Woo! I have no clue what to expect, honestly.
I struggle every day, somehow your freaking way. It's what I know, come in, gotta play my part.
Ooh!
My pen never fades, you miss it, I know it's
Love the blonde.
let it fade like my broken heart. Crawling on my knees, call the so she can.
A little different vibe, but I'm here for it.
I cannot go back.
Ooh!
Is it the world that's so wrong? Always me that's the one. What I wonder, could have seen that, just help me. I'm shining like a star tonight, bright enough to guide you through the night.
Yes! That's right. Ooh!
Your love is like all outside. Flying moon makes me feel that inside.
It's still rock, but not like last time. That piano. Ooh. Ooh. Give me more of that right now. He's so stunning. That's not a real person. I would like to think. Sometimes I see idols and I'm like, I don't think you're real. I'm convincing myself in that in my mind, so I don't have to go around with the complex of like, wow, what a beautiful human. You know what I mean? I have a feeling this is a little bit more. Of course, I think there's elements of that in Off the Mask, or yeah, I think that is the title. Again, I'm really bad with subtitles. I'm sorry, but with that, I felt more like anger and kind of a standoffishness in that. But I feel like here so far with the tone and the stuff that I've heard, I feel like this is a little bit more introspective and a little bit more sad, I guess. Sort of, in a way. I love his makeup so much.
I crave sleeping on the edge of it. What a wonder, could have seen that, just help me. I'm shining like a star tonight.
Yes. Dexter moment. Ooh. Getting it everywhere. Wow. That's a performer right there. This is so epic and dramatic. Look at the glitter. This is so dramatic, but in the best way possible. You know what I mean? Drowning in the seas of paradise. I don't think that's exactly what he sings, but like, oof. And I think this man so often got the least lines in their songs. Crazy. Ooh. Not in the hair too. Ooh. Who am I? Wow, it's all over his clothes, his face, his hair. Yo. Where did he go? This is released for the album, right? Because I know he released the solo Japanese album. I think that thing that I said, I think stands tall right now, is that how he had often the least lines in their songs. But then you make a song that's just him, and he makes something that is so clearly, like, there's so much emotion in this, there's so much sadness and anger and spite, I feel, and just, like, I don't know, the energy was just there. I think he, in the best way possible, and this is not a drag, I promise you, he gives me such Joker vibes of, like, that kind of character who, like, has a lot of issues and a lot of traumas, but tries to hide it by just being a silly dude, you know? Like, it's that is giving me. I can't remember which, there's one comic. I haven't read enough comics either. That's something that I would love to get into as well, especially, like, superheroes, because I don't like superhero movies, but I think there's something different about it when it's, like, comics, for me at least. They usually go a lot darker with it too, which I appreciate. But, you know, it gives me that of, like, truly, even though he didn't go fully there, but very, very twisted and very broken mind, I would say, is something that I saw here. Of course, that's not saying that he is that way, but, like, the character in this video, that should be something that I also say, of course. Not in every video, but sometimes. It's just, like, I get that, of course, not only is there an idol persona, there's also a specific, like, way they want to portray themselves in their music videos. So sometimes there's the real person who is YUTA. Then there is the idol that's YUTA. And then there is the idol who is YUTA, who is also doing the Twisted Paradise music video. You know, like, it's, like, almost, there's degrees to separations, and there's also, like, nuances here. But for the character here, that is what it was giving me, you know, of just, like, hurt, but tries to, like, get through it by smiling, but also clearly more of a manic smiling than anything. Wow. Man, I love his vibe so much. This might not be, like, I think Off the Mask, again, I hope that's the right word. Take Off the Mask. With that, I think that's more of, like, my style and more of my ballpark, you know, but I enjoy this too. Mostly because of the energy, because he brought it there. He brought it with the energy so much. So, let's watch it one more time with the captains on. See what we have in store here. So, let's go. I wonder what the Twisted Paradise is. Is it his mind? Is it his situation? What is it? Curious.
I struggle every day, somehow your freaking way. It's what you know, come and gotta play my part. My can never face you, Misura, no escape. No, let it fade like my broken heart. Crawling on my knees, call the to kiss the sheet. Kinda tell my keys, but it's hollow mask. I cannot go back. Is it the world that's so wrong? Always me, that's the one.
Oof. I love, wow, his voice. Woo. Damn, yeah, this is truly going there. Oof. I didn't even catch that. Oof.
Say my name, break the chains. All I really wanna do is just stay. Hug me in your arms.
That is so pretty. Wow, wow, wow.
This is a chaos I crave. Sleeping on the edge of it. What a wonder, just help me.
This is a cry for help, indeed.
Like a star tonight, bright enough to guide you through the night.
This chorus is so pretty.
Shrouded in your love is like out of sight. Flying more makes me feel that inside. Dancing in this twisted paradise.
Ooh.
I wanna run into your arms. We're running out of time. Oh.
Damn. I love the imagery here. It's so stunning.
Oh, please take these words before it turns to red. Shining like a star tonight. Bringing in the crowd that now they start. Drowning in your body's like all of time.
Right there, yeah.
Dying more makes me feel so alive. Dancing in this twisted paradise. Twisted paradise.
And that right there, I know we're almost finished, but that little, like, the way he flipped there.
You could have seen that I had. You could have seen that I had that smile.
Damn. Wow. First of all, I wonder if YouTube is gonna shoot me for this. Because, like, this is very... If you hadn't said that this was paint, I would be like, damn. There's been a murder. And I don't know if he's the one who's been murdered or somebody... he's murdered somebody and it's looking fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't have been able to tell you, honestly. Holy crap, though. Wow. I felt every single second of that in, like, in the strongest way. Like, the energy, the, like, emotions that he delivered here, the lyrics. Oof. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, so clearly it seems like he's singing about being a tortured soul and having gone through a lot of shit, and kind of being a mark or like a point of ridicule, and like saying, you know, I will keep doing this because I love it, but it's not easy, you know what I mean? And it also seems through this that he's lost himself a little bit, and obviously, again, this is just for this music video. I don't know what he's going through personally. None of us do, unless we're friends with him, which I'm assuming none of you guys are. That'd be kind of crazy. But, you know, it's that of, I guess, a double-sided, like, double-sided coin or something. Like, on one hand, like, I'm sure the performer life is fantastic at some parts, but then, like, other parts, it might be, like, truly a nightmare, especially if what I think is happening here, referring to, like, hate being spread and like, bullying by people who don't like you or might even be your fans, because the growing amount of, like, akages or solo stands that I've seen in many fandoms is quite alarming, especially since, like, most groups tend to really like each other, you know, like, because why wouldn't you? So it's kind of crazy the growth that I've seen there of just like, damn, people really seem like they hate their favorite artist somehow. Like, why is that? Why would that be the case? But absolutely stunning, really, really beautiful job on this, and wow, so much emotion. That's like really, really wild. Oof. Wow, what a trio. What a trio. Very, very different songs from each other. I think that, like, there's some overlap. I do feel, maybe not 1999. I think that was mostly a good time. But I think Lucid and Twisted Paradise here had some overlap in a lot of poetic stuff and a lot of emotions of sadness, confusion, and, yeah, just being lost in yourself and also maybe in your purpose, you know? Wow. Amazing job. Loved it. Good job to all of you guys. I'm speaking, of course, to the NCT members, but also to you for watching this, I guess. I love you. I hope you know that. I'm going to check now which songs are next, but I think I know, because we are pretty close to the end here, which is wild, because obviously we had moments where I didn't get to this because my filming schedule was all over the place, but I'm very excited to see where we're going to be heading next. So, thank you for watching this. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Check out my other NCT videos if you haven't done so already. And check out my Patreon because I have a bunch of fun stuff over there. Recently reacted to NCT Dream when they did their performance on KBS Music Festival. So, if you want to check that out, go and do that. But let's go into the outro and I'll say my final things there. Let's go. Alright, lovelies, that was all I had for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching and thank you for playing enjoying with me. So yeah, that was part 6. Yes, it is part 6. I had to check my filming schedules to make sure. And we're going to get into part 7 next week. And the music videos that are going to be there are, drumroll please, we have Silence by 10, so we have another 10 song. We have Memory by Doyoung, so another Doyoung song, exciting as well. And then we should be going into Haechan. Yes, baby. Okay, I'm very excited for that. I think it's going to be fantastic. And of course, a lot of you guys have recommended over the course of this series, have recommended videos to me, and obviously I will be getting to all of them, so there's no need to, but also I appreciate you guys recommending it anyway, because that is going to be, it's going to be very fun. So we have 10, we have Doyoung, and we have Haechan in the next one, so that is very exciting. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say other than that, honestly. It was a fun time today. I enjoyed it, and I'm ready to see what we're getting into next week. So yeah, that is what I really have to say. You know, catch me next week on Saturday on Patreon and Sunday on YouTube to get into what we have next. But I love y'all. Hope you guys know that. And yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. So, if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and check me out on Patreon. I do a lot of things over there, including early access to most of my YouTube videos, as well as K-drama and variety watches. I currently finished, and I filmed it, but it's not uploaded yet. I finished Twinkling Watermelon and loved it so much, so check that out. But I'm also doing award shows and JYP Game Caterers at the moment, so check that out if you would enjoy that. And yeah, like this video if you like it, and if you have any requests, you can leave it down in the comments below, and hopefully I get to it one day. So yeah, thank you for watching, hope you have a great rest of your day, free Palestine, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!